Hi there, it's me, Sandy, and today I wanted to talk to you about a fragrance that I got a sample of recently. Well, a decant, really. I got 5 mils, and it's one that I just knew that I would like, and I was right, actually, which is always fun. Um, and it's by Dior, and it's Bois d'Argent. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Bois d'Argent, you know. But anyway, it's one that had been released previously, and then I think discontinued, and then re-released within like the last 2 years, I think. So I don't know anything about the original versus the new. I'm assuming that what I have a decant of is the newer one. Let's see, who did I get that from? I got it from, shoot, Decant X, I think is what it is. I'll put it down in the details. But anyway, so here's my little decant, and I've been wearing it a lot. It is very pretty. Well, pretty is not quite the right word, and yet it does work. For instance, on Sunday, I was getting ready in the morning, and I was standing right in front of my husband, because he normally doesn't really comment on my fragrances, but I was standing in front of him, and I just happened to pull the decant out and spray it, and he spontaneously offered, "Oh, that's really pretty." And so that meant something to me because, like I said, he's not a big commenter on fragrances, even though he knows how much they mean to me. It's just not kind of in his nature to go out of his way to compliment them unless he randomly does. So I take notice when he does. So anyway, so the original perfumer was a Nick Minardo, and I have no idea. I don't think that she had anything to do with the second version. I would assume it's their in-house perfumer. Actually, maybe that's Francis Kirkjohn now. I don't know. I'm sorry. You'll have to research that if you care. But anyway, so the notes are, in the top, iris, cypress, and juniper berries. I love iris. I like cypress because I like herbally green. And then I love juniper, juniper berries, juniper anything, basically. The middle is myrrh and patchouli. And the base is woody notes, honey, vanilla, amber, resins, musk, and leather. So out of all these notes, I was a little bit worried about the honey because I'm not a huge fan of honey in fragrances when it's pronounced enough that you can tell that it's honey. But it's not here. It's just gives that little hint of sweetness. And that's really what you get here. It's just a hint. This is absolutely unisex. Like, if I was ever gonna say anything was unisex, this is it. Like, it's absolutely not feminine. It's absolutely not masculine. It's just a scent. It's just an aroma. It's pretty light, and I don't know if that's because it's the new version. And by light, I'm talking about performance. So it lasts maybe on my skin. I've worn it a few times now, full wearings. It's lasting me probably about 3 hours is all. But then if I go, close and go looking for it, I can still pick it up for a few more hours, a couple more hours. So it is pretty light and kind of faint. That's a bummer because it's expensive. But talk about a, does it all fragrance. As I said, it's totally unisex. It's just a pleasant, inoffensive, truly. I can't imagine that anybody would not find this a nice scent. It doesn't smell perfumey or cologne-y. It's soft. It's not harsh at all. It doesn't have any scratchiness. It is, you definitely, or again, I'm no expert. I'm just a girl or an old bird. it's just, I get iris for sure. Now some reviews talk a lot about it being really heavy on the myrrh. And I mean, I think that I know myrrh when I smell it in a fragrance, and I don't get that here. I get powdery, so it's definitely powdery, but it's not baby powder or makeup powder, it's just powder. It's iris powder. So it certainly is an iris scent. It gets compared to Van Cleef & Arpels Bois d'Iris. What else do I get here? You do get the tiniest little kiss of sweetness, probably from the honey, maybe from the vanilla, but it's not in any way a sweet fragrance. The patchouli is just a background player. To me, it's very soft and subtle. It certainly isn't a like patchouli fragrance. I get the juniper berries and the cypress, and I think that's just like a green freshness. And I do get a little bit of leather, kind of like a suede leather. It's very, very beautiful. I would spray it on right now, but I'm wearing Delina, and it wouldn't go with Delina at all. Like, I don't think that that would be a good combo. I hate to waste a spray. It's so, so, so good. All occasion, like you could dress this up, you could dress it down, because you would just smell good. Like I said, it's not perfumey or cologne-y. It doesn't smell like soap. It does, and yet it, well, I was gonna say, and yet it's clean, but it's not clean, but it certainly isn't dirty. It's neutral. It is so neutral, but in the best possible way. And it's not neutral like Molecula 1, which is my favorite scent on the planet. No, this one has its own personality and it has its own fragrance. Now, something that's interesting that I noticed on both wearings that I've done is I get, for sure, and I don't know what it is, a little bit of Play-Doh. And people think, often I think with perfume, it's like Play-Doh vanilla, like something in Hypnotic Poison or something. And it's not a vanilla Play-Doh. It's like if you took the scent of original Play-Doh, old school, 1970s or whenever, and took away any hint of vanilla that it might have, and took away the saltiness, because this isn't salty, what you would be left with is just like the essence of the Play-Doh scent. I don't even know how to explain it, but I get that with this. So just a hint of a Play-Doh-iness with this soft sort of herbal, relaxing, mellow fragrance. It's beautiful. I wish it lasted a little bit longer. I don't care about projecting or anything. It would be weird if it did. This isn't the type that you would want screaming in a room, you know? But oh, it's beautiful. This is going on my list if I can find a partial bottle, etc. It's just lovely. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's a beautiful smell. I just am really happy with it. So I would love to hear your thoughts if you've tried Bois d'Argent. And if you know anything really similar that maybe lasts a little bit longer, that would be music to my ears. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.